What's up, y'all? It's your boy Rich.
And your girl Asia.
And this is Trucker Talk TV.
They can school you on trust, man. All you gotta do is listen. If you wanna make some money, grab your pen and pay attention. Those runners, they some champions. They always on a mission. If you got a load need picked up, then just hit them. They come get it.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Rich, a.k.a. Rich Poppy, a.k.a. The Fly Is One, and your girl Asia. And we here with another episode of Trucker Talk TV. What's up? I know we back again because we back again, and y'all love the other episodes. We had to do it. We had to bring the truth. We had to bring the game. We had to bring everything that we bring it to the trucker game. Give him a hand clap. Yo, we back with it. We back from fresh vacation. We back. We feeling good. We looking good. How was your birthday weekend?
It was good.
It was good. You look good.
Everything was good.
You look different.
What I look like?
Look happy. Look shinier. You look good.
I'll take that.
Okay. What's up, y'all? How y'all feeling, Trucker World?
I think
So listen. We've been getting a lot of DMs. Positive
I think
ones.
they think we lying though.
No. Everybody been hitting us up and saying, "Hey, good content. We love what y'all doing. Keep it going." Look, this is a good episode. This is juicy. We've been holding on to this one.
Yes.
This is our baby. This real stuff. A lot of people don't know what happened to us. Last year on my birthday, but some stuff happened to us, and we've been holding it. We're keeping it secret, keeping it under the rug. But we're gonna tell y'all what's going on. What happened to Ghost Runners Transportation?
Well, two things happened. It was a good thing and a bad thing because we bought the truck a week before your birthday.
Okay.
And then something happened immediately with the truck, and then something happened like 2 weeks after.
You know how it go, man.
So
you know
crazy.
how you do something good and the devil be on your back trying to get discourage you, but you know that ain't happened. That ain't nothing happened. Nah, we kept it swinging, ducking, and we kept it moving. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
So
y'all
happened?
ready? Y'all ready for this?
So what happened?
Boom, 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 boom. All right, so around my
Ew,
birthday.
what was that doing?
Boom, 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 boom. That's the drums.
Ew.
Listen though,
That's
around my
ugly.
birthday, we bought a brand new truck, right? Bought a
Extended
brand new
warranty
truck,
this time. Did everything right.
Did everything right, right?
So so what happened was when we got there to the shop to pick it up, we had to go to Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania, yeah.
We went up there, whatever, and when we picked it up, Richie now is this trucker diesel mechanic. You know what I'm saying? Like he's out here fixing trucks and stuff. And so he went in to the hood and he seen that it was red fluids, which is the antifreeze.
Underneath the hood, not to the hood. You know what I'm saying?
Red fluids, which is antifreeze, and then he also seen fresh soot, which was oil.
Right.
So he told the guys an antifreeze leak. The guy was okay. Well, you could leave it here, but we man, that could take forever to try to get the truck back.
Yeah.
So he was like, or you could take it and we could get it into a shop back where
you
y'all live. So all right, bet. So back in Maryland, boom, boom, boom. So we brought it back. On the way back,
I had a load.
he had a load, which was crazy. That was good. So he had a load coming back.
Picked up the load.
He was on his way. He was testing the truck, and all of a sudden there was a huge leak. But at this point, it wasn't the oil or the antifreeze. It was a gas leak. It was like the gas chamber had exploded or something. I don't even know. So long story short, we told them about that. We were waiting for them to come and tow the truck. We were completely loaded.
No, you skipping a whole bunch.
We took the truck back home.
No, yeah.
Okay. So he took the truck back home, but it was only 4 or 5 days later. It was only 4 or 5 days later, and then he picked up a load. Then he was on his way back up towards
the load got refused.
I'm sorry. I forgot. My bad. So what happened was he was on a Costco load at the time, and if any truckers out there, as you know, Costco is super picky. If you got one little tiny merchandise that's bent, cracked, scratched, flipped over, any little thing that's wrong with it, they reject them, and they're known for rejecting loads. That's why we don't even do that no more.
So hold on.
They're just so super picky.
So it's kind of confusing. So as we was coming down from Pennsylvania, we had picked up a load in Delaware. We had to pass Delaware. So I picked up a load in Delaware. Was testing the truck. Everything seemed cool, but it was some fluid coming down, and it was okay. We already let the people know, and they said bring it in a couple of days. So that was cool, no problem. So the load had to sit over the weekend. Monday morning, we had to drop the load off to Costco. When we got to Costco, the product was damaged a little bit, and Costco refused the load, which was a good thing on our end. You know what I'm saying?
Because they do that.
We'll tell y'all why it was a good thing in a little bit.
Yeah, but they do that. Costco does that. As truckers, you know that Costco refuses loads, and it's hella annoying because it was something so small, but it was cool.
So when they rejected the load, we had to bring the load back to the spot that I picked it up from.
And they paid like money to take it back. So what happens is when somebody rejects a load and it's not actually your fault, like how Costco did, the broker pays you to take the load back to the original location. So at this time they were trying to figure out like where it was gonna go. Was it gonna go all the way back to where it came from, or sometimes they'll find a shorter distance warehouse where you could take the load to, because they're trying to save money to not have to pay you so much.
Yep.
But in this circumstance, they didn't, so we had to take it all the way
I want y'all
back.
to be smart about this. Listen, y'all. The broker asked us how much do we want
They
to take
always
it back.
ask how much do you want to
Be
take
smart about this. Don't be scared to ask for a number. Don't be scared. Just shoot your shot and see what happens. We asked for the price that they gave us to come down. We asked for the same price, so double it. So he agreed to that, and we proceeded to bring the trailer back from Costco to Delaware where we picked it up, so they can re-wrap the pallet and bring it back down. So he was going to pay us to bring it down originally, pick it up from Costco and drop it back off to Delaware so they could wrap it, and then give us he was going to pay us to bring it right back to Costco.
Right.
So
what happened was we was on our way up, and the truck, as you know, we were testing it out, but we were waiting to take it to the shop to get the antifreeze and oil leak fixed, but it wasn't nothing major at that time. So then, I'm sorry, I kind of was fast forward earlier, but basically like something happened. It was like a gas, but what ended up happening with that was it was a gas strap. So the gas tank,
loose.
The strap came loose, so the gas came out, which was super dangerous actually.
I started losing fluid.
So he started losing fluid as he was driving. So what happened was he was sitting on the side of the road. He had been waiting for somebody to come. So at this point they like, oh, okay, well, you know, is you know, what's going on and what's happening.
So basically our gas tank, something on the gas tank came loose, and fuel started pulling out. So we had to pull over immediately and call someone to, I guess, come tow the truck and take it to wherever it needed to go to get fixed. So that was the problem. So that was the thing. So the thing about that was, they were like asking a whole bunch of questions, like, so why is the truck on the side of the road? Why do y'all have the trailer on the side of the road anyway in the first place? Like, why are you driving it? So we was basically like, because we were testing, like we were on our way home. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And we were really like making sure the truck worked. We were testing it out at the time. So basically they was like, okay, well, we got to find out if we can even tow it. So long story short, it took them like 4 hours. Yeah, it took them
They ended up finding a tow, but we were on the side of the road. The gas was spilled out at that time. We was on the side of the road.
Hold on. After 4 hours, they sent somebody to come out, but the wrong person came out. The person that came out was for a car, not a tractor trailer.
Yeah,
so
that's
he couldn't
right.
do nothing. We was like, yo.
Yeah, he pulled up ready to tow our truck, and we like, you ready? He's like, we
got a tractor trailer.
I'm here for a car. No, we don't have a car, sir. So we had to wait another 2 hours. So finally they came.
Yeah.
And then when they came, Richie basically had called our other driver to come and hook up to the trailer to drop the load off.
Right.
But he was finishing up another load. So y'all, this was like a movie that you're never gonna believe.
Right.
And again, we are going to insert plenty of pictures and videos as well.
For sure.
And I want to insert a video clip of the scene because it got so hectic.
Got real.
To where as though y'all wouldn't even believe that it happened. Yeah. So we're gonna insert videos and pictures about everything that pretty much transpired. Because those can tell you better than we can probably tell you.
For sure.
And then, you know, we'll go back there. But long story short, all right, it was like,
it got real.
It was like crazy. All right, so what happened was,
as I was pulling up, I had already unhooked from the trailer.
No, you did not already unhook. It happened while you were, remember? While you
I had took off the glad hands. I had let the
What's the glad hands? Nobody knows what that is. What is that?
Okay, glad hands is the cables that connect from the tractor trailer to the trailer.
Thank you.
It's either the lights and the brakes.
Nobody.
So I'm sorry, y'all. Glad hands.
What is that?
Glad hands is the red and the red cable and the blue cable and electricity for the trailer.
Thank you.
Okay.
Boom. So he unhooked the Gladys hands, whatever.
Your grandmother.
Whatever, he unhooked them.
Okay.
And what happened was, after he unhooked them shits, all right, boom. So my driver pulls up. He like, yo, boom, boom, boom. So he's talking to me. He gets out the truck. He's talking to me, y'all. He parks the truck behind the trailer. Thank God it was like far back. Richie's in the truck. Me and the other drivers standing in front of the truck that Richie's in driving, about to unhook from the trailer. Then you only need a little oomph.
Mind you, we on the side of the highway.
We on the side of the highway.
Side of the highway.
I lied to you not. Richie pulls forward to unhook.
It was like a movie, y'all.
Me and the driver are looking at each other talking. We look forward, and the whole trailer was like, boom,
and it rolled.
And when I tell you, the whole trailer hit the ground sideways.
I watched it fall over in slow motion.
Into the ditch.
I'm looking back like,
what? And it was like, boom. The whole trailer flipped over, y'all, in the ditch.
This is not real. This is not real. I couldn't believe it. Everybody like just looking like so confused.
Like what just happened?
Like what just happened?
So long story short, it just flipped over. We didn't even know what to do.
Our trailer with the Costco product in it flipped over.
Oh, and let me tell you, it was $100,000 worth of product, because when we were trying to figure out how much it was when the tow truck came,
it was
and we
on
about to get into that. They asked us how much product is in this truck, and we said we don't know. They said, where's your Raycon? We looked on the Raycon, and your Raycon tells you what's the value of the product.
Cargo.
$100,000 worth of stuff.
Yep.
Okay. So
trailer flipped over.
What we about to do is we're gonna insert some stuff here, some videos here of like Richie talking on the scene and like what ended up transpiring, and then we'll come back and talk to y'all more about how the tow truck ended up coming and then what happened from there.
Booyah.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Rich coming to y'all live with Ghost Runners Transportation. You know we give y'all the good, the bad, the ugly. This right here behind me is the ugly. My trailer flipped over on the middle of the highway. I did have product on there. It is considered damage. We will be throwing that away. Shout out to the first responders for coming on the scene and assisting getting everything under control. That's a big help, man. It's the middle of the night. We blessed, man. Nobody's hurt. We alive. We get to see another day, man. That's the blessing. This is material things. We can't cry over material things. They could be replaced, but your life can't. That's a blessing, man. So I'm happy, man. Everything is all good. We're gonna start over. Have a fresh day tomorrow, man. I give y'all an update, but this is what's going on right now, baby. Peace.
So y'all seen in the clips basically about everything that was on the scene, what ended up happening. You seen the pictures of the trailer flipped over.
Yeah. As soon as it flipped over, tow truck company pulled over.
Within
right
5
away.
seconds.
Like right away. Like I guess he seen it flipped over and he pulled over the house.
Within seconds he was there on the scene. So that was even more weird. So he pulled up, and he didn't pull up in a tractor trailer tow truck. He pulled up in a regular tow truck. So he comes up and he's like, hey, I seen y'all trailer flip over. It was crazy because when I drove this way, it was upside right. I seen y'all. And then by the time I came back down, it was already flipped over. He was trying to call some people. But this is where we didn't know how the tow truck industry works. And this is where it's about to get crazy.
It get crazy,
So we didn't know about like the tow truck, how it was different from the car world and the truck world. This is where it gets. So we like, well, why did he pull over? Like, at first I thought he was kind of being nice, but the whole time he was looking out for his company to see if they could do it. What we didn't know was that when a tractor trailer flips over, all they see is money.
Ching ching.
That's it.
Dollar sign.
Everybody sees money because it's a lot of money to tow a tractor trailer
flip over. They getting money. They taxing.
Yeah.
More than what they should be getting.
It's actually illegal, but and I will tell you about that too. I'm gonna tell you about the insurance company, what they told me. Yeah. But moving forward, long story short, let's get into it. So basically, they pull over. So he had called one guy, and that guy had came, but then somebody else pulled up on the scene and was like, hey, yo, I see your trailer flipped over. I got a wrecker that can pull up in 2 minutes. Be like, first of all, what is a wrecker? A wrecker is those big crane trucks, basically. So he like, I got somebody that could pull up right now. My guys are coming. We was like, yeah, he called somebody, but I don't know if they come or not. He was like, well, do y'all want to use me or them?
So at this point, we like, well,
what do you mean?
Whoever could get here fast, just come on. Let's.
And he was like, all right, well, we can get here in 25 minutes. So we like, all right, bet. He was on his way. He's like, we get in 25 minutes.
So they both showed up at the same time.
Right. So he's like, all right, we can get here 25 minutes.
And they started beefing.
So this is where it gets even more crazy. Y'all about to trip on this. Y'all about to laugh.
I want the job. I was here first. Who y'all want?
So let me tell them how it happened. So the first guy was already member. So the other guy came. He was like, yeah. So he shows up and he like walking with his bad boots on. So the other guy's like hipping us like I was here first. So he's one of these guys and he's about to show up and he's about to complain and he's about to act like I da da da. So we like, all right, well, you was here, so it don't matter. We not about to go there. We already shocked,
Just get the
irritated,
job
mad,
done. We
upset.
don't
It's
care.
raining. We just over it. So the other guy walks up like click, 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 like some cowboy, like no exaggeration. Dude's like lit his cigarette. He was like, what's going on?
Cigar, yeah.
I was here. I got called to do the job. So he goes over, he like talked to the police and he's like, well, I'm about to go talk to the police now. So the whole time he was police anyway. He go over there and the guy was like, you can go talk to the police. I mean, I'm on scene, so it doesn't matter. They start beefing.
They was great scrap. Like
Ready to fight in front of us. So now our trailer's flipped over. They about to fight. We like, well, what is going on? We just trying to get our trailer flipped back over. We trying to go. So long story short, the other guy, this is what gets even more crazy. The other guy end up staying the whole time.
The guy that didn't do the job.
The other people showed
time.
up. They came on the scene. They had 3 record trucks pull up, which is the videos and pictures y'all seen. They had 3 records.
Like
they had
10 crew members.
Like 10 crew members. They had another tractor trailer. They had a whole bunch of other kind of stuff.
For sure.
And they was ready to get the business. So long story short, we out there, we unloading the trailer. We gonna insert some pictures of us inside the trailer, unloading the trailer, what we were doing.
Mind you, we started helping them unload the trailer.
And we're super appreciative because we end up helping them to recover the product, and I'm glad we stayed there.
For sure.
Because if they didn't recover it, it would have been a mess. But long story short, we were super grateful that we were able to stay there and recover it. And we were grateful that our driver was on scene and he helped us and he stayed there the whole time. Mind you, it was crazy because we was out there till 4 o'clock in the morning unloading the trailer.
And then out of nowhere, it started pouring down raining.
Raining in the middle of unloading the truck. So now we about to insert some pictures. It was soaking wet. The product was getting wet. Mind you, what was on the trailer was plastic cups, forks, and
Costco, they had like 50,000
million forks and cups and knives and spoons,
nice
and
silverware,
paper cups and all that kind of stuff. So we was just basically like unloading the truck. It took so long. So long story short,
we was out there for hours.
10 hours. 10 hours.
The pallets.
So we left at like 5 o'clock that morning. We went home. We put the kids on a bus. We dropped our driver off. We ended up coming back. When we came back, it was like a whole rack of people out there, and the trailer was gone.
And
it was like
pieces.
The bottom of the trailer was there. So we was like, well, where's the top of the trailer?
Total.
Long story short, come to find out, when we pulled off the scene, they tried to upright the trailer without finishing emptying the trailer, and they wrecked it.
So they waited for us to leave. They was being lazy. They got tired of unloading the trailer, and they was like, forget it. We're gonna try to upright the trailer with the product on it, and it just totaled.
Yep, totaled the trailer. So that was that. So mind you, we forgot to tell you, it was our trailer, but Costco product. That's important to know.
For
It
sure.
wasn't Costco's trailer. So
now, if we would have stayed, they would have continued to unload the trailer, and then our trailer would have been
uprighted without being completely
damaged.
wrecked and
Right.
damaged. But they didn't do that. They waited till we left, and they was being lazy, uprighted it with product in it, caused it to be super heavy. The walls collapsed, trailer collapsed. Now the
When
trailer's
we pulled
completely
back up the next morning, you went off.
I did go off. I did go off because I was irritated and I was frustrated.
It was great
And
scrap.
they had our tractor hooked up because the people still hadn't showed up to hook up the tractor. And I told them, do not touch my tractor. They hooked it up, and then they end up being smart with us, saying, well, the highway people came and told us that it has to be hooked up, and if it's not hooked up and gone by the time we left, then we're gonna. I said, call your boss.
For sure.
He called his boss, and he's like, the highway people gave us orders. I said, my orders are to unhook the truck, and I need now.
Yep.
And I said, I'm not playing with you. You're gonna unhook my truck.
Right.
They were trying to get extra money by towing away the truck to their lot. So Ryder was coming to get that truck. That's dead. We not doing that. So
for sure.
So long story short,
it almost got real.
It almost got real, and it got
better.
Pay
attention to these choke truck people, because they will take advantage of you.
And so the guy was end up telling me that he stood. Unless talking about the guy that stood on the scene the whole time. He stood on the scene the whole time. The whole night, they were going back and forth arguing. Like, the people that was unloading trailer was like, I hear him talking crap over there. Don't talk to him. He's always talking crap. Then the other guy was like, they're scammers. They're gonna charge you double. I could have done this job in 5 minutes. Like, they were literally pulling us, and they were arguing the whole time. So it was a long night, y'all. It was crazy. It was a long night. It was ridiculous. But going into detail, moving to the next stage of this, basically, we were out there all night. Okay, so we got the product loaded onto our other trailer because our driver went and got the other trailer, brought it back. They loaded it onto our trailer.
So mind you, we was on the side of the highway because Costco had refused to order because they said it was damaged. So
that was a good thing.
That was a good
remember
thing.
he said
Remember
he
I
was going to tell
said
you
in the
why it was
beginning,
kind of a good thing. So now it was already damaged anyway, so now they wouldn't know how much damage it was, so to take it back, it wasn't a big deal.
So when we took it back to Delaware, they accepted the load. Even though it was flipped over, it was missing like what 10 pallets, 11 pallets. It was missing.
It was
but
crazy. But we ended
Costco
up
had
getting it
already
and taking it back.
refused the order, so they thought it was already damaged. So we just took it up there, didn't say it got into an accident, and they accepted their order. Did whatever they did with the order, and we didn't cover that. We didn't have to pay for that $100,000
exactly loss. So we took the stuff back, and when we took it back, we got a cool broker, and he was like, look, just take it back.
Don't say nothing.
Don't say nothing.
it's
Just
been
drop
an
it off,
accident.
whatever the case may be, and see if they accept it. We was on pins and needles, sweating
sure.
bullets,
For
trying
sure.
to get that load back. We
Trying to
were
get them to
scared
sign
as
the,
crap.
paper.
Mind you, this is our first major accident. It's $100,000. We wasn't trying to take that, so we took it back. And long story short, we were praying to God above they end up accepting it, y'all.
I mean, our insurance would have covered it, but still would have raised us, raised our insurance up. But we didn't have to cover that at all. You know what I'm saying? Let's clap.
They accepted
Hey, hold
it.
on, y'all. Let me tell y'all something though. This accident wasn't considered an accident because our tractor trailer was disconnected
not
from the
hooked to
trailer.
Yeah, so that's another
So
good
that
point.
did not raise no points on us. Nothing.
Yep.
We didn't
So
get
that's
no
another good
violations
point.
or
So
anything.
basically, Richie didn't. It wasn't considered an accident for him because his truck wasn't connected
Attached
to the trailer when it happened. That's another thing y'all need to know.
That's something I was worried about. I'm like, man, I'm going to get an accident. I don't want that on my CDLs
Yep.
or my record, nothing. But
So-
I don't have nothing on there. The
Yep.
police said it was not an accident, so that was a good thing. That was a plus.
Yep. All right, so that happened. So then that was the done
Tell them
deal.
about the bill. The bill.
All right, so now moving forward to the bill. We get the bill, and the people were acting funny about the bill, and I didn't know why. He was trying to get our insurance information. Now, y'all know me. Can't nobody slick me.
Right.
You calling me, asking me for stuff like I'm going to give it to you. You dumb. I'm a lawyer. You retarded? No. So he calling me, talking about something. Can I get the insurance? No. I said, can I get the bill?
They just did the job.
I said, can I get the bill? He like, I'll give you the bill, but I just got to add the claim number to the... No, you ain't got to add nothing. Send me the bill. He talked about, okay, well, you're going to have to wait till tomorrow then. Okay, well, I'll wait till tomorrow. Finally, he sent us the bill, y'all. How much was the bill, Rich?
It was 70 bands, $70,000, $75,000 to be exact.
70? No, it was like 60 something. 62. It was 62. We're going to insert a picture of the bill, y'all.
Okay.
So y'all know
I'm
we're
sorry,
not
yeah, I
lying.
thought.
It's like 62.
Okay. I forgot.
$62,000, y'all,
Okay.
to do that job. That's why they were fighting on the scene. So long story short, after talking to the insurance company, I'm like, $62,000, blah, 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 blah. They were like, ma'am, first and foremost, we know that they're illegal. They do this. There is no... this is good information. If
sure.
you have a tractor trailer accident or overturned trailer accident, the tractor trailer tow truck companies, there are no like what they said state regulated guidelines
They're
for
not.
what they can charge you.
So they do what they wanna do.
do what they want to do. It's kind of like a gang. And it's a huge problem for insurance companies. But the sad part is insurance companies haven't done anything about it. They
Right.
said they've been trying for years, but because it's the state doesn't regulate the guidelines, there's nothing they can do. So guess what?
The insurance
They
gonna
had
take
to
out
pay
their
that
money
$62,000.
without questioning.
But the good thing was we didn't have to pay the $100,000
right, cargo.
cargo. So yeah, it was a crazy night, y'all,
Yeah,
and it was
yeah.
wild, and it just happened like less than a year ago. So we don't know if y'all are wondering how it will affect rates or anything like that. They said because it wasn't a accident type of thing, but it was still a covered loss. They don't know if it's going to raise or affect it, but obviously, everything affects everything.
Oh yeah, mind you,
But-
like a week before this accident, we had just renewed our policy.
Which was
We
great.
was locked in to
For a year. That was
Locked
God's
into
grace.
whatever we-
That was by God's grace
Yep.
we had did that. So that was awesome. That we didn't have to renew for a year. But other than that,
if this accident would have
at
happened,
the end of the policy, it
then
probably
it
would
would
have
have
raised it.
But,
Yeah.
so we'll
But-
see.
But it was good to go. But other than that, it was a long night. It was a
was
crazy
a
night.
crazy
but it worked out.
experience, yep.
The next morning, I couldn't walk. I couldn't talk. My voice was hoarse. I was wet
sure.
from the rain. I was sick. It was a mess. We was out there for 11 hours. We were tired, and it was a hot mess. But everything was secured. Everything was
Yeah.
done. But you have
Yeah.
to be careful. Y'all got to pay attention. So what ended up causing the accident, I'm sure y'all wondering, is why it overturned. So basically, on that highway, I-70, I think it's
wasn't
called.
level.
it wasn't
The
level.
gravel.
The pavement and the gravel that was on the side of the highway wasn't level. So when he dropped the trailer, one of the landing gears dug into the gravel, and then the people, tractor trailers, were driving in the far right hand lane, which they weren't supposed to be driving in that lane. Between the wind and the uneven pavement, it overturned.
Yeah.
And Richie he didn't pay attention. And now, mind you, he got out and looked, but he didn't actually look and see if it was gravel there or pavement there. He just knew he was on the side of the shoulder.
Yeah.
So always be careful when you're dropping a trailer, if you
sure.
have to drop a trailer on the side of the road, so you make sure it's level and there's no gravel and it's hard, so that your landing gears can and your landing gears are the two poles that's on the side that can be stable on both sides so the trailer don't
Now, have the insurance company, when they sent out the tow truck, if they would have came earlier, this would have never happened. But since
Yeah.
we've been out there for a while, we waited for 4 hours and the wrong tow truck people came, and then we had to wait again, and then we was out there for a while. When you sit on the side of the highway, that's dangerous. It's dangerous.
Yeah.
Very dangerous. So that happened. So
Yep, it
if
was
they would-
crazy. It was
they would have
definitely
came a
crazy.
little faster, that would have never happened. But
It was definitely crazy.
definitely crazy.
But
crazy experience.
it's a learning experience. It's an insurance experience, and it's definitely, we'll let y'all know an update on about
For sure.
insurance rates and stuff like that at the
sure.
end. But definitely make sure y'all are being careful out there, and
pay
you
attention
have the
to the
proper
tow truck people.
and don't try to cut short on insurance. Don't try to go with like the tussle man, the side man, the low man, the cheap man, the man that can tell you, the agent that he could tell you he could do this and do that. He cannot. You want to have insurance coverage to make sure that these types of things are covered, y'all.
Yeah.
So that you don't have to kick that out, or it doesn't fall back and affect you, because they could have sued us if we didn't have the proper money, because yet
sure.
we didn't know it was $62,000 to cover that bill.
Yeah.
So always be sure you have that coverages and those things. And it was by the grace of God, and we were extremely favored to not be in a bad situation.
It
It
could've
turned
been
out
worse
to be
then.
okay, but yeah, that was the highlight of the day, y'all.
Yeah.
That was how it was. And that was just talking about how important insurance is and how important coverages are, and
Yeah.
making sure that you stay on point with all of that stuff.
Yeah. And those tow truck people are not for us.
They're not at all.
Not
And make
at
sure
all.
you ask questions before.
What am I being charged for?
What are y'all charging? How much is it per hour
Yeah,
before
per
they do
hour,
anything?
Anything, man. I mean,
Yep.
it get real. It get real.
So that's that. But that's pretty much it.
What's up, man?
I'm
You
already ready.
know we
I'm
back
already
with it.
ready.
Man, we back with it. Hey, look, we got somebody here. We got a team player right here. He part of the marketing team, so he just watching. You're gonna see a lot of him. We got her chilling right here. You know, see the lovely lady, luscious lady. You know what I'm saying? Cameraman, you can't see him in the back, but he doing this thing. You know what I'm saying? Stay tuned, man. We hit y'all with bangers, man. We swing Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? We with it.
I follow my man on Instagram.
What's your Instagram, man? Shout out to Instagram.
Parlay the barber.
That's why Richie
Hey, hold
stay
up.
fly. Richie
Hold up,
stay fly.
hold up. That's the barber right here, man. He just shake the boy up, yeah. He just shake the boy up, man. You know what I'm saying?
We not telling y'all, Karen.
Nah, we
Y'all
keep-
already know. We never tell who he is. He's a secret man, and we not gonna tell y'all who he is.
He was trying to get us
because
to tag him, but we gonna tag you.
We got y'all.
we gonna
might.
tag you.
We gonna
tag
think
you.
about it.
We gonna
But
think about it.
he the secret sauce.
I'll take the tips over tags.
Oh! I'm gonna
Fuck
drop
them
his cash app
tags.
tonight. I'm gonna drop his cash app tonight.